Welcome to day 158, 7:34, and we are back on the trail. 2,000 feet to climb, right? Let's hit it.
Easy. Mountains for breakfast, baby.
About an hour in, and he's checking our elevation. We've come 1.5 miles, and I'm looking over at the Priest right now, and I can see it's still well above us. So hopefully we've climbed about 1,000 feet.
Climbed almost 1,200
Right.
in an hour.
All right. That's what oatmeal does.
Yep.
Coffee.
Oatmeal and a Belvita and a cup of coffee.
I have to say, I'm actually enjoying this climb quite a bit.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's perfect temperatures. It must be high 50s right now, so we're both in our short sleeves, and the wind is actually very refreshing this morning, as opposed to yesterday where I was still wearing gloves.
Yep.
Yeah, this has been fun.
It's nice hiking weather.
Yeah, and a nice grade up this mountain.
Yep.
Just want to give a shout out for trail maintenance. I can tell you came along here and chopped out all the extra weeds along the trail, so it's very passable. And I know this is a wilderness area, so you did it by hand. We are very grateful. We're 2 hours in now.
We've come 3.1 miles, and I think we have about 200 feet to go to the top of Three Ridges.
That'd be good. We have now summited Three Ridges.
And we did it before 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Now, you know, it's only 3,965 feet, so it's really not a big deal.
But it was a 2,000 plus foot climb out of the campsite.
It was a good climb. Well graded, easily passable.
Yeah, well maintained.
Yeah. So last night we were camped down there, and then today we've climbed up and up to Three Ridges, and now we're on the descent. Well, we're on the backside of Three Ridges right now. We're headed to Maupin Field Shelter, where we're going to stop and take an early lunch. And we still haven't decided how far we're going to go today. It really depends on what the terrain is like after Maupin Field.
We're 5.2 in for the day so far. So we just climbed up the side of Bee Mountain, and I'd like to do a big shout out to my dad, who is a master beekeeper. Thanks, Dad.
This is the Muffin Field Shelter, and we're stopping here for an early lunch. Today we're having the Packet Gourmet All-American Burger, and we've got 2 very stale buns that we got 4 days ago. So we're hoping the moist, Sloppy Joe-like meat will moisten the dry, styrofoamy buns. We've been on the trail for 7 hours.
We've come about 12.8 miles. That includes a lunch break, and water stop, and it's some pretty significant climbs.
And some rocky terrain.
Yeah, so we're doing okay.
Yep. And we're still not sure where we're going to camp tonight, but probably a place that's about 5.5 miles away. Yeah, that'll be about right. That'll put us in a good spot for tomorrow, getting into Waynesboro. That's Wintergreen. That's one of Virginia's ski areas. Bet you didn't know that Virginia had ski areas. Woo!
What did you think of Three Ridges?
I actually like Three Ridges.
Yeah.
I was a little apprehensive. It seemed like a big climb for the day, but the view was absolutely worth it. The trail was well graded, so it was not one of those trails where time stands still.
Right.
We made easy progress up the mountain and got a beautiful view at the top, and then it was downhill, and
Yep.
that was nice. And that was the first half of the day.
Second half of the day was uphill again.
Yeah, and all about the rocks.
Yeah, the trail went from really cruisy, easy to just rocky. Not rooty, just rocky.
Lots of rocks.
Lots of rocks.
I mean, we've been through Pennsylvania. We've been all the way through, and I cannot remember a single day in Pennsylvania that had more rocks than what we had today.
Yeah.
It's a rocky section. Just note that. It's not a complaint. It's just know that you're not going to make your normal speed probably when you're dealing with that many rocks.
It's tough to get a rhythm going when
There's no rhythm.
when you're picking out
Yeah.
where to put your feet next. They're not just rocks. They're uneven, so you have a puzzle to solve.
The other thing about the rocks is it wasn't just one kind of rock. It was like every kind of rock you could possibly have, from the giant talus field boulders that you just, walk across like one to the next, to just fist-sized round bits as you're trying to descend, and they're getting kind of tangled up in your feet, and it's like walking down a field of ball bearings. That was just one thing after another.
Yeah, and mixed in with all that are the sharp, pointy ones that
Yeah.
are just ugly to stand on and
Again,
ruin your day.
not a complaint,
Nope.
just be aware that this section has a lot of rocks.
Doesn't go on forever.
Nope. Once we crested Humpback Mountain, things got a lot easier.
Yeah, the trail got a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight, we're at a stealth site. We carried the water in 0.2 from a spring south of here. And so far, we've got it all to ourselves. It's quite a nice spot. You know what I've noticed is the stealth spots are always more level than the spots at the shelters. Right?
That's because hikers pick them out.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got a lovely spot for the tent tonight, and we're working on dinner, which will be ramen.
And this is a pretty big site. I mean, there's probably 6 decent tent sites.
At least. Yeah. And there's trees for hammocking, I think.
Yeah.
There are
I
trees
think you
that
could
qualify
hammock
for
in here.
hammocking. Anyway, delightful spot. Don't know how to tell you how to get here. We are 4 miles south of the Paul C. Wolf shelter.
Right.
And while we probably could have made it there, it would have been after dark. And we'd just rather not move after dark. We've got too many things to put together with our meal and our bedding and our tent
Yeah.
and all that. So we'd rather just be. And actually, right now it's exactly 10 hours since we left the camp this morning. So 10 hours, we've come 18.
18.2,
Yeah.
about 4,500
set
feet
up.
of elevation.
And set up everything.
Thanks for joining us.